Hello, this is Daniel Moore, and today I will be doing a video on what I would like to see on Amazing Spider-Man number 2, the sequel to Amazing Spider-Man number 1, the one that came out last year, I believe, last year. So yeah, this is going to be my predictions and what I want to see. Now, what I really want to see is Carnage, because if you guys remember from Spider-Man 3, the one that came out in 2007, 2008, the disaster one, if you remember that scene at the end, there's the possible hinting of carnage, but then as we all know, stuff with the companies and the directors and all that got kind of messed up, and then it didn't happen, and then we had Amazing Spider-Man, which was a good movie, all of it in itself, solid movie. But we never got to see what they were planning to do with Carnage, and because of that scene, I really wanted to know, like, I really wanted to see Carnage. I mean, in it, Carnage, and what will be some of his plans, I mean, and if they were gonna go with some of the storylines from the comics, I mean, I think the one storyline I would really want to see, would be, I can't remember the name. Actually, let me find it out very fast right now. I have it right there on the tip of my tongue, but I can't seem to get it. Okay, here, I found it. It's called Maximum Carnage. It Yeah, that's the one I wanted to see. I actually do have the story arc, but it's not at this house. It's at my mom's house, which is where I usually am. I actually do have that storyline, like the graphic novel. That's the one I want to see. See, that's the one I want to see in the movies, going from page to down. I have no idea why I'm pausing. Yeah, so basically, it's so Carnage. And to be fair, okay, here I'll give you a small synopsis on Carnage. He's Venom's offspring, and like him, is a super villain, and he created his own super villains. Um, in this issue, these issues have Cloak, Dagger, Carnage, Spider-Man, Venom, Carry On. I think that's how you say his name. Demogoblin, Doppelganger, and Shriek. And yeah, okay. I'll give you the plot basically. For those of you who haven't read this amazing storyline. I recommend you pause if you want to read it. Go go ahead, try to read some of it. Because it will contain spoilers. For those who just really don't care, I'll give you the storyline right here. This is on Wikipedia, so I don't know how accurate, but it's pretty accurate. I've already read it. It says since the symbiote, alien symbiote he has bonded was destroyed during the capture, Cletus Cassidy is presumed powerless and jailed at Ravencroft Asylum. However, the symbiote mutated his blood prior to the destruction, enabling Cassidy to generate a copy of symbiote and break out. During his escape, Cassidy, again calling himself Carnage, frees fellow inmate Shriek. Over the course of the ensuing killing spree through New York City, they recruit Doppelganger and Dem- Doppelganger, Doppelganger, Demogoblin, and Carrion. Carnage dubs himself their father, but in fact, they all despise Carnage and stay with the group out of devotion to Shriek. As death toll increases, Spider-Man, Venom, Captain America, Black Cat, Night Watch, Cloak, Dagger, Iron Fist, Deathlock, Morbius, and Firestar all join the cause of stopping them. However, the heroes are polarized between Venom's desire to stop Carnage at all costs and Spider-Man's refusal to allow his own hands to be bloodied. And Spider-Man ultimately abandons Venom's to Carnage's mercies. In addition, Shriek uses her psychic power to turn the populace of New York City into bloodthirsty rabbles, allowing the killers to continue their rampage with impunity. However, Carnage finally turns on the rest of the gang, and in the ensuing battle, Shriek is distracted from using her second power, uh, taking advantage, uh, taking advantage of the lull. The heroes acquire a device from Stark Industry, which projects feelings of love and hope into the villains, overwhelming them. Carnage flees, faking his death by covering a victim of a mock symbiote costume, and the others are captured. Once the heroes are dis- dispersed, Carnage ambushes Venom. However, the device has left Carnage frantic and confused, and Venom pounds him relentlessly before attacking him into an electric generator. Carnage is knocked senseless and left to be incarcerated. So yeah, that's it. The main characters, as I said before, Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, Carrion, Demogoblin, Doppelganger, Shriek, and Cloak Dagger. But as you have also heard, Captain America, Black Cat, Night Watch, Iron Fist, Deathlock, Morbius, and Firestar are also in these issues. And yeah, um, there are like two or three battles I believe in which they are very vivid. They are very cool to see, and if they were to do a Carnage uh from page book, that's the storyline I would want to see. And if they were to do those battles, I hope they do it very good. But the problem is that just has Captain America, and Captain America is a Disney it's like Disney property, and Spider-Man is Sony property, I believe. So right there, I don't think they will be able to have Captain America, but I think the other ones they probably would be able to have. I mean, another problem would be that when they go to Stark Industries, because that's Iron Man and that's Disney's property. So I mean, there will probably be some problems, but I mean, they supposedly announced when they announced that supposedly Carnage will be in the next installment of Spider-Man. I mean, that's when I knew instantly. Maximum Carnage. It should be the one, to be in the storyline. I mean, there are other storylines, but I remember I saw that scene and maybe 20 minutes now, and thinking, I was like, what, 8, 9, I was thinking, if I want to, if Carnage goes on screen into the movies, I want to see Maximum, because that's how you used to pronounce it. I used to say Maximum Carnage in the film. I want to see him in the movie. I mean, there are other storylines, but that's the one I remember the most and all that. And I mean, other predictions I have for the next installment of Amazing Spider-Man, if they can't do Carnage, I would like to see Rhino in the film. That would be pretty good. Green Goblin. My problem with Green Goblin is that they did him in Spider-Man, the original. So then again, I'm pretty sure they did Lizard. Did they do Lizard? I know they did Sandman. I know they did Green Goblin. I think they also did, and then did Venom. I think they also did New Goblin, but I think they did Lizard. I'm not sure. Not completely sure. But I'd also like to see Rhino in a new Amazing Spider-Man. I'd like to see Birdman, I believe his name. The guy in the hot costume that's bald. He'd be pretty cool to see. I mean, there are um, several villains that would be probably would be able to have in 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 a movie. I mean, Carnage. I mean, Chameleon. That would be another good one. Doc Oct. No, they did him already, so kind of shaky there. Um, Green Goblin, Grey Goblin, maybe. No, I don't think so. Maybe Hood Goblin for sure. Um, Jack O' Lantern maybe. Kingpin, but they did him in Daredevil, and Daredevil didn't do that good. King, I don't even know who owns not Kingpin, Daredevil. I don't know if it's Sony or Disney who owns it. So yeah, Lizard they did. Manwolf maybe. Um, Molten Man maybe. Morbius for sure. They could do him. Mysterio for sure. Um, yeah. Sandman. Well, they did him already too. Yeah, I mean Sandman. If they do it correct this time, they could do it. Same thing with Venom. If they do it correctly, they could have a good success. Scarecrow maybe. Um, yeah. Spider Slayer. Mm, if he teams up with someone else, honestly. Venom if they do him correctly. Vulture. Vulture's the one I was thinking of. Yeah. I mean lesser foes like those that could be henchmen. Um, if they're to if like the henchmen these lesser foes. I'm searching this up on Wikipedia. Okay. And so if these lesser foes were to like team up with one of the bigger foes, and could totally see it. Maybe Basilic. Maybe Cardiac. Nah. Maybe. Cyclone. No. May. Well, depends who you put him with. Foreigner. Maybe. That one depends. Grizzly. Possibly, but standalone, you'd have trouble. Grizzly, I think, below he'd probably be the best one standalone, but he'd still have some trouble. Human Fat would be a close second with him, and so would Hypno Hustler. Iguana, team him up with Lizard. Team up Iguana with Lizard, and there you got a duo. Um, I mean, Miss Arrow, no. Mirage, no. Mindworm, nah. Polestar, not likely. Stegra, not likely. Thousand. Would 1,000 be a good match for Spider-Man? If you put him something with, I want to say Vulture or Venom, or Sandman, because if you put 1,000 with Vulture, Sandman, or Venom, he could most likely Venom, because they both seem radioactive, which is basically what they are, radioactive humanoids. Now, another thing also, now if they were to go the group way, they have, you know, a group of villains go against Spider-Man. What I would like to see is a Sinister Syndicate, Sinister Six. Those would be good. Um, Enforcers, maybe. Exterminators, nah. Well, maybe because they have Chameleon. Maybe Exterminators, maybe. Jury, nah. Jury, no. Spider-Man Revenge Squad, nah. Super Six, no. Well, maybe. Super Six, maybe. I mean, yeah. I mean, those are the villains I just mentioned would probably be posable, good matchups for Spider-Man. Though the problem is if they do the groups, there's no way Spider-Man could take them all alone because each group consists of 5 to 7 villains. And if they were to go in the group, I mean to be fair, Sony I believe who owns Spider-Man. I mean there are other people, Marvel movies will be X-Men, which I don't see a Spider-Man X-Men movie crossover and comic crossover coming anytime soon. Fantastic Four, but that was in 2005, 2004, so not likely. But I do know that when it first started, Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, they did kind of do a matchup, crossover, and then, also ever since too. Daredevil, maybe. I think Daredevil was Sony, but that was a bomb. Same thing with Electro, that was a bomb, and not a good way. It was killed. Those are horrible. I mean, I mean, I honestly think the most realistic ones. I mean, they also have Wolverine. Wolverine maybe will be the only realistic one because there is New Avengers, and I know in New Avengers it's Spider-Man, Wolverine, and a bunch of other people I don't know. Well, I don't know who's in the team. I probably know who is in the team. I just don't know. Like I probably know who the superheroes are that are in the team. I just don't really know who actually is on the team. If you know what I mean. Like I don't know who's in the team, like the group members. But if you were to tell me, oh, this guy's in the team, oh yeah, I know who he is, type of thing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'd really like to see Carnage, but any other ones? I mean, other tops will be Sinister Six, Sinister Syndicate, Chameleon, Rhino, Chameleon, Rhino, Chameleon, Rhino, Sandman if they do him good, Venom if they do him good, Doc Ock if they do him good, um, and Vulture, Hood Goblin, Green Goblin if they do him better than the original, and New Goblin if they do him better than the original. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Yeah, I mean, we still don't have any trailers or inside info to my information, to my knowledge. So yeah, when the trailer comes out, I will be doing a review of the trailer and what I would think of and making our predictions video after that. So yeah, I mean, if any of you guys out there have any other knowledge that I just don't know, please comment below. I'd appreciate it. So yeah, so I'd really like to see Carnage maximum Carnage. I really want to see, but any Carnage storyline would be good for me. Anything after that would be probably Chameleon, Vulture, Rhino, Sandman if they're doing good, Venom if they're doing good, Green Goblin if they're doing better, New Goblin if they're doing better, Hood Goblin. Um, yeah, Hood Goblin, Scarecrow maybe, Scarecrow, yeah, Scarecrow maybe, um, Sinister Six maybe, and Sinister Syndicate maybe. So yeah, and those are my thoughts. This is Daniel Mark. Comment below if you have any inside knowledge, or just comment what you think of this video, or if you have any thoughts of your own on what could be in the next sequel. Please comment below. Yeah, subscribe to your friends, families, and neighbors. Share on Instagram, Vine, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, whatever you guys want, your preference, and yeah. If you're new around here, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Rate, comments, and yeah. This is Daniel Mark, and good night.